Matt basically used his manager, Celeste, and then tossed her aside. So she went over to another studio company rather than create a scandal for him because she still cared about him. She got close to his rival. And then Matt, after they announced they were going to get married, Matt went to was like, hey, guess what? I was there first. Ha! And Juan's male pride made him call off the wedding, and so she killed herself. That's the recap. Matt is evil, and we're representing him. The music. How'd I get into this mess? The second. It's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix Wright. What, the judge? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Oh my god! Anime. Phoenix got gams. I've had this dream before. Someplace, some time ago. It says David's right. God damn it. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. To prove a killer innocent. Recurring stress dreams, I feel him. Hello, this is Phoenix Wright. You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right? The brandy! If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too. Listen up. You better get on guard at guilty sentence, okay? You get that creepy slimebag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Brandy is overrated. That's chocolate milk to you, sir. Maya. Phoenix. Phoenix! Phoenix. No, she's in pearls again! Oh, God! Mia! Maya, how's Maya? I don't know. You don't know? She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday. Mia, what am I supposed to do? Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. This is why it's so disturbing. Pearls is an 8-year-old girl. God. You're in the wrong body, Mia. You even go into one of the guards. I'm okay with that. That is just something completely different, and that's an okay kink. This brings depression. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left. Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. Can't channel shit. Just fast forward. Is that a cursed and guard again? Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call me anymore. I mean it. You're really mean, pal. Gumshoe. I'm really sorry. Where are you? Well, let me join the investigation team, and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we've got 0 leads on the guy. Nice sweatshirt. We're not gonna give up. Gumshoe. Until the trial is over, until the verdict is handed down. We're gonna do everything we can to find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then we can get on guard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. That's true. I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that? You have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. You have to make the trial last longer? Go, Mr. Edgeworth, with everything you've got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're going to give it all we've got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe. Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. The strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance. But I told you, you could... Yeah. Looks like we're coming to the end. I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. Leave that body. Okay, here we go. Oh god, they're on display. Court is now in session for the trial of Matt on guard. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. Mystery being, what exactly was Ms. Adrian Andrews' role in this murder? As to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you will please inform the court of today's proceedings. Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion on the Mr. on guard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. It's running so hard. Now, the guilt of those actions are those from which she cannot escape. Then you're saying that she is guilty after all? I'm not finished, Your Honor. Ms. Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I'll direct the court's attention to this card. What is that? It looks like a shell. This is the calling card of a certain assassin. It's not that genre of game. Assassin, you say? Yes, Juan Cordo was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client so to speak, is Matt on guard. Yeah. What a surprising turn of events. I would think it's become commonplace by now, Your Honor. I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true. But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya's safe and sound. Edgeworth cake. I wonder how the trial will turn out today. Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand. Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please. Okay. I'm, Will Powers. A poor, underpaid action star. And what is your relation to the defendant? Well, that's... I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way, yeah. Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much. Oh, sorry. Well, but I'm kind of nothing sort of guy. On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct? Yes. I didn't know that. But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went. All you need to do is answer what you were asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about what you went into when you went into Mr. Ungod's room. Okay, sure. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. They had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Okay. Both Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth, right? It makes no sense. Nothing sounds out of the place in Mr. Powers' testimony. And talking with the bellboy is no big deal. If one assumes that the person Mr. Ungod was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy. What are you implying? Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we? Looks like we're in another sticky situation. Huh? A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right? Amazing hairy person younger than you. Okay, let's do the final giveaway. It is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. 8 games on Steam. It is... I'll just post them all, and they're all associated with their numbers or their codes. So it's like it's big old giveaway. We're doing the last one of the night. I'm just getting rid of all of these, so I don't have to worry about them anymore. I think it's fun. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, there's that one. Okay, last giveaway of the night. A speedrun age to them. Oh god. Jesus Christ. Okay, so if you're interested in checking out the games, here they all are. And by the end of the month, I'll have probably more games to give away, but we'll see what's in the Humble Bundle, because I do give those away. These are all the games that I'm giving away tonight. These are the last of, they're all being given away at once. Let's set it up. Here we go. Cloud. No, guys, that's not, Jesus Christ. I haven't started it yet. Those are just the games. So somehow retirement is going to be at age 32. God. Okay, now I'm opening it up. Here we go. There, it's now officially opened. You have 3 minutes to enter. Good luck. Okay. The defendant's room? Why did you go there? Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother sort of, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Mr. Wright. What is it? You're gonna try and trick me into a corner, aren't you? Huh? I know I'm just a poor, underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer. No one said you were, Mr. Powers. Both, Cloud, both. No, please, don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time? Witness, I'll personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. Sorry. Especially when you have to play through the entire game again, and then not lose the special weapon you get to just get the actual ending. Fuck that game. And then... Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly get turned into the bad guy here? Okay... Are you sure that was Matt on guard? Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the Nickel Samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he really can't be mistaken. Exactly, Key, exactly. And? So you beat it twice, Cloud? What was the defendant doing, standing in front of his own room? I never got into Medieval. I've never played it. Jesus, Cloud, that's insane. Farm Sims a romance. At first? What do you mean by that? Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform and he had a bottle of juice on a tray. Oh, excuse me. Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me. Yeah, but I don't think he was a normal bellboy. And why was that? Why did I think that, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Man of many days, Kia. Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry. I'm gonna have to wait patiently on this one. So, Kia, nice. Not the first time I've seen that video. Okay, entries have ended. Let's pick a winner real quick, then we can continue on with this case. Okay, and it's gonna be... Damien, congratulations! You win all those lovely keys. Good work, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, Bayonetta really is. There you go. Boom, there you are. Congratulations! Hold on a second here. Gotta check something out real quick. So congratulations, Damien. It's a good thing you convinced me to let everyone go at once. Ha ha ha. Okay. sorry, hold on a second. I gotta take care of something. Ah. It's a client thing. I just got an email. I've got a couple more jobs lined up, so that's a good thing. Like writing jobs. I'm just waiting for more information from clients, but that was one of them. Okay, congratulations to Damien. Way to go. Happy, happy, joy, joy. We're all done with the giveaways for the night. Let us continue with the game. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Heal spit at what cost? What the fuck? What did I... What the... Okay. No, I haven't continued it yet. I wanted to do this one first. Anyway, so two of them, the bellboy and the defendant together, correct? Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats. Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange? You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip. What are you guys talking about? A tip? That's a perfectly normal thing to do. So, how long did you watch the two of them? Not more than a minute or two, I think. So who are these guests you're talking about? You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it'd be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you. So I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway. It's called Fashion Hawk, look it up, oh my god. It's like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further. Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state, I ended up focusing on her. I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. Okay, so what do I present? What do we have? We have... Yeah. There's that photo. There's the murder scene. The map. I saw to Matt's room. I was standing there in front of his room. Nicholas Samurai costume. I pressed them on each one. Yes. That was the bellboy. Is that so I couldn't make them wait. Okay, sweet. We pressed everything. Yeah, I did. I pressed everything. Do we present the killer? I feel like we should press this at this point. Be like, hey, was it this guy? Oh. Yeah, I got to the end and then... I guess we just repress. That's wrong. Did you go there? Let's went to our say congrats. You put me into a trap. Okay, sworn I did everything. Matt was standing in front of his room and his Nicholas Samurai con. Oh. Yeah, I'm sure it's Matt because he had the mask off. Okay. So that was the bellboy. Okay, I really do hope you don't have it and that you get better soon, honey nut. I really do. First, okay, we did that. Normal bellboy. I feel so hard. Thanks for good map. Give the bellboy a tip. Oh, we had to press it again about the tip. Could be they felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself. Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. This bellboy. He wasn't an ordinary one, was he? Perhaps we should let the witness tell us. Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. There we go. You mean about the bellboy, right? I do. Matt, give the bellboy a tip, okay. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that? Well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me. How much it was? Well, that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. That's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow at all. Sounds like Mr. Powers is surprised twice by this event. Which of his shocking moments I should ask about? The tip, because we're trying to draw it out, right? The defendant is a huge star. He can afford to give generous tips, wouldn't you agree? Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think? A little too much? Would you please clarify for the court about how much you would say the defendant gave to the bellboy? Honestly, I don't know. I can't begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash. A roll of cash? Well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it? A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor. The judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. The defendant is a superstar. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him. We say that all superstars are super spenders. If I could receive large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I be standing around here prosecuting? Yes. It's a thick roll of cash. It's such a long, thick roll of cash. Right at the tip. I'm doing it too much. Oh, geez. I'm sorry, Honey Nut. Get a go-go beaster. He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work. So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it? A payment, Your Honor. A payment? Damien, oh my god. Again, thank you very much, man. That was super generous of you. Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Mr. Juan Corona. Then the bellboy the witness saw, yes, he was the assassin. Hold your horses now. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't have any proof of this, do you? Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here the card Shelley DeKiller left at the scene of the crime. It's great. Shelley DeKiller. Here's the person the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain that the person the witness saw was the very assassin, Shelley DeKiller. That's how they make up. Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers? No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head and I think I just figured something out. Oh? Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night. What? It's a metaphor. Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Right away. Oh, this is great. This time, it was in that hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. I was in that hall because I had to go to the bathroom. That's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Corona's room. Now to think about it, that bellboy did seem kind of out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin. I'm sure of it. I mean... Thank you very much. Oh, that's all we need for now. Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more. Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. DeKiller, then we shall see. So the bellboy came out of the victim's room. Now, if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious. That'd be correct, Your Honor. Well, Miss Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain us and make us laugh. Ha ha ha. It's no laughing matter. Okay, the second time. And what time was that? Well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And I went to maths room pretty soon after that. And then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 p.m. by that? You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? So sorry. I thought I could maybe cash me out and say my congrats. That's great, honey. No, that's just great. So the bellboy I saw, I came out of the room. Ooh, are you sure it was the same bellboy? Yeah. And how could you tell? All the bellboys wear the same uniform, after all. But, you see, well, he had those stitches in his face. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt. So which room did the bellboy come out of? The victim's room, huh? Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. It was Juan's room, all right. Words cannot describe how screwed I am. Let's continue with the testimony, shall we? Yeah. Something out of place. So what exactly was so out of place about him? Right. Why the insipid grin? And because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next? Well, the bellboy was empty-handed. Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart, so he wasn't holding a tray either. You call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree that it is a bit strange, Mr. Powers. It's really unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed. What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or try to pull a fast one? There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. But there really is. There really isn't. If you two are done being school children, bellboys are for room service. There's no reason for them to be empty-handed, ever. Your Honor, I ask that the witness' previous statement be supplanted with this new one. Edgeworth, are you going to do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious? I see. Very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Ms. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir. I thought it was kind of strange for a bellboy to come out of a guest room empty-handed. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed? Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw that bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand. And there was a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it. Juice? What kind of juice was it? I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice. If you come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we can dodge the bullet on this one for now. Proof, huh? Good job for the court record. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, so wait. Okay, but she said she poured the glass. Is this it? She said, I don't know, God! Yes! Oh, yes! Mr. Powers. Yes? You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true. But isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and... So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? What kind of logic is that, Phoenix? He just said Major League Baseball is murder. Well, there's also... I mean, what about him being empty-handed? I would like to ask the court to please take a look here. This is the crime scene. There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Corrida's body. Liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on the top of the table in the lower right corner here, where's the entertainment history? Oh God. Can anyone clearly see it? Anyone can clearly see that it's a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Corrida's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left. But that would mean that the bellboy had been seen and left a dead body in the room. But can you prove Mr. Corrida was already dead at that time? Mr. Edgeworth. Yes. I blame you for leading me down this route. I'm terribly sorry. What is with him? Why is he laughing? Witness, isn't there one more thing you would like to share with us? Is there? The bellboy was empty-handed. Or should I say, empty-handed? I recall you had something interesting to say about his hands. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Huh? What? That bellboy, he was wearing gloves. Gloves? Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys didn't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves. Why didn't you mention them earlier? Sorry, it slipped my mind. Boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves. Come on, Mr. Wright. That bellboy was wearing black leather ones. So, a football is made of leather. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant. And then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. Please. I don't think that even someone like myself could believe he was just another bellboy. Someone like myself. It seems that we have finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue with the rest of your testimony. The rest? Oh yes, please tell us more. Okay. Oh my god, there's more! After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. After that, I went to the bathroom and then back to my seat. Ow. So the bellboy, after leaving the crime scene, next went to the defendant's room. Yeah, I kind of saw all that by accident. Some accident? I say you saw too much. And all of it was suspicious to high heaven. I think it's safe to say that we can no longer consider this bellboy to be normal. Now then, let's get started, shall we? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. After leaving Juan's room, the bellboy went and knocked on Matt's door, just like that. He gave something to the person inside the room. Then the old guy just left without even going into the room. Oh wait, I was supposed to cross-examine. Whoops. Is that what you saw while you were busy spying? Excuse me? Well, maybe a poor underpaid action star, but even I wouldn't stoop to spying. Well, I think the point is, where did you watch all this from, Mr. Powers? Oh, from the door of the bathroom with my left eye and a sort of sneaky spy-like. I knew he was spying. What a great boy. Please, does it really matter if he was doing it over or underhandedly? What did the bellboy do next? That's all I care to know. The person inside the room. I said, hold it. Okay. That's better. What kind of statement is that? Please elaborate and give us a few more details. Oh, okay. I should probably ask him only one question at a time. About this something. Yeah, there we go. He gave something to this person. Yeah. And what was this something? If I remember what it was, I wouldn't be calling it a something, would I? But the surprise that something was removed from the scene of the crime. Are you sure you really can't remember, Mr. Powers? I think it was something kind of small. It's an incredibly crucial piece of information. Please, try to remember what it was. I'll try. In the meantime, let's talk of another point, namely, what the bellboy did next. Oh, so after you get the person inside the room a thing. Oh, no, about the... now ask about the person. So who took this something the bellboy handed off? Okay, honey nut, get some sleep, get some rest, I hope you feel better. Actually, I don't know. What do you mean? Oh, sorry, but I only saw the person's arm. Only an arm? Then you're saying you didn't see the person's face. Yeah. Oh, ladies. Oh, Huey. I would like you to summarize the testimony up to this point, if you don't mind. When the bellboy left the crime scene, he immediately went to the defendant's room. There, he handed a small item of some sort to the person inside. As for the person who received the item, all you could see was the person's arm. Yes, it was just like that. Mr. Edgeworth, is this all really that important? Of course, Your Honor. I think it is of the utmost importance. This is when whatever was removed from the crime scene was handed over to the client. Mr. Powers, please try to remember what it was the bellboy handed off. Well, let's see. I think it was... please add it to your testimony. Yes, sir. Say for sure, but I think it was some sort of wooden statue. A statue? Yeah, it kind of looked like one, I guess. It's not the actual thing again, I'd probably remember, you know? Looks like for this trial to proceed, I'm going to have to come up with whatever this statue thing is and show it to him. Trust your instinct on this one and take a chance, Phoenix. Well, Mr. Powers, let's continue with your testimony. What did the bellboy do after that? I just left without even going in the room. I know what to do and when. Where does the bellboy go after he left Mr. Ungar's room? He opened the door to Viala Hall. Oh, wait there, and who knows after that, right? I do. I went back to the bathroom and then back to my seat. Did you see anything strange, suspicious, or just out of the ordinary at that time? Oh yeah, I saw that one thing. What? You saw something else? There was this jittery alien with a ray gun. He was watching Juan's door like some sort of stalker. I think we can forget about the alien. Well, Mr. Powers' testimony just now was just as vague as his first. It's a little troublesome, isn't it? If you press him enough, everything will become clearer. Although, that just makes it harder on us, doesn't it? Talk about lose-lose situation. I think we show the... Yeah. What was the point of that pregnant pause? Where did that gesture come from? Well, speak up. It was me, Your Honor. What is it, Phoenix? I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen once I show this. That's right. If you have something to say, please spit it out. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, Phoenix, deep breath. Mr. Powers, the something you saw. Was it this item? Oh, hey, that's it. That's the something. Wow, Mr. Wright, you really figured it out. I recall we found this at Matt and Gau's mansion. At the defendant's house? What does this mean? It's simple, Your Honor. Shelley the Killer assassinated Juan Corda in his room. And then he stole this wooden bear from the scene of the crime. Then the bear being found at Mr. Ungar's mansion would mean... It goes without saying, Your Honor. Mr. Matt Ungar is the killer's client. Order! I said order! It's right. This is a most unfortunate turn of events for you. Yeah. Sorry, Mia. No, it's alright. Your judgment was sound. Actually, I figured the bear would come up. If not now, then it would have later on. Even if you hadn't shown it to the court, I'm sure your friend Edgeworth would have. I almost forgot that he knew about it too. I think it's clear that there is no need for us to continue this trial. I can't let this happen. I have to do something. There has to be something we've overlooked. Your Honor, a minute, please. Yes, Mr. Wright? There's still a few points left that we have not fully explored. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright, what questionable point would you like to explore further? The person who received the bear or the bear itself? Which do we... Oh, God, which do we... There was one thing in Mr. Powers' testimony that was very unclear. And that is the identity of the person who received the bear. Person's arm. What's up, person's arm? As long as we don't know who it was that took the bear. We can't be sure of... Ah! What is it, Mr. Powers? If you're going to scream like that, at least give us a good reason why. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Actually, so I remembered. I remember who took the bear. What? Really? I mean, I only saw his arm. But the arm. It was Nickel Samurai's arm, I swear it. Where are the stitches? They forgot the stitches! Where are the stitches? You've got to be kidding. Are you sure of that, Mr. Powers? Yeah, I'm sure it's Nickel Samurai's case. He confused himself. Order, order. It looks like you've dug your own grave yet again. How many times is that today? I've lost count. So the person who took in this little bear was the Nickel Samurai. And as we all know, Matt and God is the Nickel Samurai. But wait, there's more. Thanks to the defense, we made that all the clearer. What am I supposed to do now? Mia, help! You don't have time to act lost. You've got to find another angle to attack this from. Hurry. Now, I will bring it. Your Honor. Again, Mr. Wright. We've already removed any and all questionable areas of this testimony. So tell me you're removed from this court, Mr. Wright. I have to find something. Even one little point will do. There are still questions left unanswered. What are you trying to pull? Oh, well, we can't have that. All right, Mr. Wright. What questionable point would you like to explore further? It's got to be the person who received the bear. There is one thing in this... wait, what? Oh wait, it just happens again. Oh, I thought we were gonna say it was her in the costume, but okay. Okay, that's where my mind was going. There were two costumes. Okay, so maybe it's about the bear itself. Okay. I think it's fairly obvious that the bear itself is very questionable. The bear? Mr. Wright? This was found in Mr. Ungard's mansion. However, Mr. Ungard was arrested at the hotel that night. Which means that since the murder occurred, he has not had a chance to go home. Ah, there we go. Oh. I think Your Honor has already figured out what I'm trying to say. It is not possible that it was Mr. Ungard who took this bear to his mansion. Why, that's very true. We didn't consider this point, Mr. Wright. That point. There is no way, time-wise, for the defendant to have taken this bear home. Phew. Disaster averted. Looks... You cocky bastard. You've gotten the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. You haven't got the best of me yet, Mr. Wright. Huh? I remember clear as day. Oh, God. I remember what you muttered to yourself at Ungard's mansion. We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. I can't believe it. That butler, all this time, he was the killer. The killer and Ungard were working together, so to speak. And the killer was hiding at Ungard Mansion as its butler. But what a bold move! The bat figurine was brought back to Ungard Mansion by the killer himself. When it looked like he was about to be arrested, Ungard had him do so. I assume because it would have been bad had the police found it during their investigation. Well, Mr. Wright, you've been quiet for a while now. This is too much. Is there anything I can attack at all? Enough. We now know this bear figure was at the defendant's mansion, as well as who it was who received the bear from the assassin in his room. Everything has become very clear. The client, who hired the assassin to commit the murder, was Mr. Matt Ungard. I see no reason for this trial to continue. Therefore, I will now hand down my verdict. Thank you, Your Honor, for your understanding. You see, Mr. Wright, you could not win against the truth, could you? I knew it would turn out this way. After all, what Edgeworth has stated is the truth. Any less objections, Mr. Wright? Well, do I? What should I do? Oh no, announcement. There is only one way for me to drag this trial out. The only thing I've left is this one dirty trick. Your Honor, right now we have these two reasons to believe my client is the assassin's client. Reason number one, he accepted the bear figurine from the assassin. Reason number two, that very same figurine was found at the Enguard mansion. However, it's possible this is all the work of a certain other person. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, it's possible a different person is the killer's real client. The real client? Yes. Tisk. Is this all you have? Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your theory. Who do you say is the killer's real client, and therefore the real murderer? Windy old bag. Adrian Andrews? Yes, we already know that she tried to frame Matt on guard for the crime. By wearing a spare nickel samurai costume. Then the nickel samurai that I saw, that could have very well been Ms. Andrews. See, I got ahead of myself. That's what I keep doing in these games. I get ahead of myself. What about Mr. Enguard? If you please recall yesterday's testimony, the defendant was taking a nap during the break period. That's right. Then, finding this figure at Mr. Enguard's mansion, it was a well-laid trap set by Miss Andrews. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion on this? Tries to sequence break the game. I just gotta vibrate really fast in a corner and then I can just speed run. I can't even begin to count the flaws in the defense's logic. Besides which, there's no evidence to support it. However, I can't fully discount its possibility either. What's with this trial? Come on, I can't believe the defense would go so far as to pin the guilt on someone else. Yeah, unbelievable. It's not something petty, it's murder of all things. This is to save Maya. This is to save Maya. Even if the whole world turns against me, this is one fight I can't give up on. Order, order, order! All disruptive parties will be forced to leave the courtroom. Your Honor. For the benefit of the defense, I'm going to play along with his what-if game. His what-if game, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution is prepared to challenge the defense's theory. Mr. Wright, even you must have thought it strange and wondered. Why would the criminal want this little wooden bear? He's right. The killer did specially bring that bear on guard right away. Why do you ask? Is there something special about it? Mia's disappointed. Absolutely. I'm sure that once the court knows its significance, the true killer's identity will become crystal clear. Your Honor, the prosecution calls upon a witness who will clear up all doubts against Miss Andrews. And who would that be? It's quite simple, Your Honor. Miss Adrian Andrews herself. Alright, here we go. I see. Well then, the court will take a short 10-minute recess. Prosecution will prepare its witness in that time. Yes, Your Honor. 23rd, here we go. Oh, I knew it was a good idea to hold her hostage. Don't you agree, Mr. Lawyer? But I never thought in your desperation you'd try to pin the guilt onto Adrian. I swear this demon will pay. Mr. Nick! Pearls? Where's Mia? I don't know. A really strong power suddenly called her away. A really strong power? Oh, Mr. Nick, your phone is... It's from Gumshoe. How's it going? Have you been hanging in there, pal? Yeah, sort of. We just barely found something to latch onto. Phew, that's good, pal. And what about you? Anything yet? Any figure out where the killer and Maya are? We still don't have any leads, but... What? We don't have any more time. We just have one. Even a single clue would be really helpful. I was only able to come this far because I kept thinking to myself, I've got to keep the trial going until Maya's been rescued. But have I just run out of luck this time? Is all our hope for naught? A tent. Huh? A tent? I can see a circus tent. Oh, I can see a circus tent. Oh, Mia! Looks like Maya was unconscious until just a few minutes ago.
As soon as she woke up, she called for me.
So it's Maya that called you away.
She's locked in a dusty little room right now. But I can see a circus tent outside the window about 300 feet away.
Gumshoe, is there a circus in town right now? There's only one, pal. The very big circus.
Maya is somewhere within a 300-foot radius of the main tent.
What? Okay, hold on a sec, pal. Hey, draw a circle on that map. About 300-foot radius from the main tent. Hurry!
I think that's what he said. And? And? I can see a mailbox under the window, just outside.
Gumshoe, there's also a mailbox. Okay. What else?
What else, Mia? I'm sorry, but it was a very small window. I couldn't see anything else. Felt like it was in an old office building, maybe the 3rd floor or so.
I heard it. An old office building. Good stuff, pal. So, wait. Do people, like, see Mia and know it's Mia, or... It's like Stewie on Family Guy. Can they understand the baby or not? Or... Just a little longer, pal. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
I'll call you later, so don't let your battery dry, okay, pal?
Yeah, Maya's not hurt, right? She's in pretty bad state, Phoenix. She's being starved. Gumshoe, please hurry. Looks like we're out of time. Are you alright, Phoenix? It's only a matter of time before Maya's rescued. I can do this. I just have to make this trial last a little longer. Oh,
here we go. Court will now reconvene.
The killer, the man who murdered the victim, handed this to his client. From this, one obvious question arises. Why this particular item? I believe the answer to that question will provide us with the name of the real culprit. Even then, the prosecution calls the defendant's manager, Adrian Andrews, to the stand. Currently, the witness is accused of tampering and obstruction of justice. However, you have been called to the witness stand today to ascertain who exactly is guilty of murder. I understand. Very good. Now, have you ever seen this bear before, Miss Andrews? Of course I have.
You have seen it before?
That's right. It's only natural that the witness has. Miss Andrews, could you please enlighten the court to this bear's secrets? All right.
Why did she... Why does she?
Actually, this is an elaborate puzzle. If you know the correct order, it can be taken apart one piece at a time. At its center is a small cavity with enough room to store a small item. Because of its complexity, if you don't know the order, you can't open the bear. You really can't tell that it's a small jewelry box just by looking at it.
Why does she know that, though? It's a container of sorts, is it?
Yes. Looks can be deceiving, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, this is superb craftsmanship. Oh, yes, I nearly forgot. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
So there really was something to that bear after all. A puzzle? That's right.
But it looks like an ordinary figurine.
True enough. To people who don't know, I'm sure they would never guess that this was a puzzle. So what kind of puzzle is this exactly? So you can take it apart, and how would one go about doing that? Well, you first turn its tail to the right, and then push it in.
Oh, yes, I see.
Is the judge doing it? After that, the arms and legs are free to move and can be removed.
Oh, this is most interesting.
A boy and his new toy. It's like he's 5 all over again.
Oh, don't mind me. Go ahead and carry on.
I think he's lost it. So what do you find after you take the puzzle apart? And how do you know about this? I know because I was the one who bought it.
Huh?
It was a souvenir from when a friend and I went to Switzerland.
Then this was a present from you?
That's right. It was a puzzle in the shape of a bear, so I thought it would be perfect for one. So it was a present from Ms. Andrews. Witness, let's continue with your testimony. So who exactly knew how to solve this puzzle? Only the two of us, Juan and myself. It was a souvenir from Switzerland, so I doubt there are many other people with the same bear in this country.
This looks like it could be easily broken. Especially if someone wanted to get out what's inside.
Well, it's a toy. But it can never be the same once again once it's been broken. Who else knows that this bear is actually a small container, or jewelry box? I never told anyone. As long as Juan never told anyone either, then only the two of us knew. Two of you, huh? Then of course that means Mr. On Guard didn't know, right? Oh, presents. I think this is about all I'm gonna get for now. Updated. Record, okay. Well, Mr. Wright, I think even you have come to realize that there is one very important fact we have uncovered, and that is this. This bear is actually a jewelry box. Now that we've agreed to keep to this point, there's only one logical question that can come next, and that is this. What is inside this box?
What's inside?
That's right. That's what we are going to find out next. Witness? Yes. You are the only one who can open this. Please.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Silence hanging over the courtroom. All eyes are on Miss Anders now. She solves the puzzle and takes the bear apart. I've opened it. Is this what you wanted? It's the fucking suicide note!
What is that? It looks like a note.
I don't think we need to guess at what that is, do we, Mr. Wright? It's the suicide note.
A suicide note?
The suicide note left by Juan Corda's former manager, Celeste Impax. Until now, no one knew of its whereabouts, but just as we suspected, it was hidden. Hidden by the victim, Juan Corda himself. It seems Celeste Impax had a very beautiful handwriting, and she just as beautifully signed her own name on this document. This is most definitely the note she left right before she committed suicide.
Oh shit! Order! Witness, did you know about this?
Yes, I did. I heard all about it from Juan. When I discovered his body, I looked for the bear. I wanted to destroy the note before it became public, but I couldn't find it anywhere.
Because it had already been taken by the killer.
Everything is going at Mr. Edgeworth's pace. So now the suicide note has been found, what's the next logical question? What is written on the note? That's right. At least that's what I would think.
Now then, I believe it is only appropriate the contents of this note be made known.
I can't stop you, can I? I went through so much just to get my hands on it. I was going to burn it. For her sake.
I'm deeply sorry, but I can't allow you to persuade me to stop. Your Honor, if you could please read the contents of the note aloud. Very well.
The judge's voice rang loud and clear through the deathly silent courtroom. In her note, Celeste Impax left us a record of all that has happened to her. About being used and thrown away by Engard. About being engaged to Corda and Engard's role in destroying that. And about how she decided, in her despair, to end it all.
That's all Miss Impax had to say.
Ms. Impax. There's one thing I would like to say here. The prosecution has no interest in slandering Mr. Engard.
Then what?
Our intention, Your Honor, is to establish a motive for murder.
Isn't that correct, witness?
Yes. On the night of the murder, Juan was going to make the contents of the note public. After the post-ceremony show, he was going to hold a press conference.
My word. That Engard values, above all else,
his refreshing like a spring breeze image.
Which is why he had to stop this note from being made public. At any cost.
Court record, okay.
It's Engard's fault that a woman killed herself. And this time, he went so far as to kill someone to stop him from revealing that.
How terrible. What a selfish person.
I guess there are slimeball lawyers out there who will defend these creeps too.
Oh, God.
There's no room for doubt here. Mr. Tequila's client's goal was to obtain the suicide note. And the only person who needed this note that badly is the defendant. Let's not forget that the bear with the note inside was found at the defendant's house. Seems that we have come to the truth at last. The defendant's motives were entirely selfish. He deserves no sympathy from anyone.
How am I supposed to escape from this one? Why the hesitation, Phoenix? Gumshoe hasn't called yet, so you know what you must do. I know. I have to carry on and buy him some more time. Okay, there are 2 deadly pieces of evidence. The figurine and the suicide note. Maybe somehow I can find a way out of the situation through one of those. The gavel's already in the judge's hands. Phoenix, hurry! Or the figurine. Which one of these should I pursue? Oh, up to court with a gun. Please wait, Your Honor. Oh man, look at that lawyer. He's still going at it? It's like he doesn't care that he's trying to get a killer off the hook. I think Your Honor believes that Madangard killed in order to obtain this note. Yes, that is correct. That seems a little strange. In fact, I think there's a contradiction here. This note was hidden by Mr. Corda until the night of the murder. If that's the case, I say that Madangard would have not known what was written on his note. On this note, could not have known. Oh, I didn't think of that way. Think of it that way. Exactly, but I did think of it that way, and I thought it was rather strange. No one in the right mind would kill for a note without first knowing what it said. Order, order, order! You make a valid point, Mr. Wright. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? It's just a flash, but I think I did rather well on this one. Unfortunately, I think he believes differently. I believe a show of appreciation is in order. Huh? The defense seems to be in love with wishing more despair upon itself. Fuck. I would like to direct the court's attention to this. What is that? It's a very small video camera, Your Honor. This type of camera is commonly used as a means of spying. Shellac. Very special kind of shellac. Spying? What the? I thought the spy camera was in my possession. Madangard and the victim both thought of the other as their biggest rival. They even went so far as to use this type of item to find each other's weaknesses. And the victim, Juan Corda, was being spied on. His personal life was being watched by none other than Madangard. Order, order! Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You don't tell me you knew about your client's spying activities. Well, sort of. Sort of is not an acceptable answer, Mr. Wright. Gorilla Glue wants it has to live with the spikes. I see you're confused, Mr. Wright. You're probably thinking, but I have the camera that was in the stuffed bear's eye. But this camera that I have is not the same one. Last night I searched the victim's house on a hunch. Using this. Gumshoe's bug sweeper. By the way, Mr. Wright, the defendant's fingerprints were found on this camera. Madangard's fingerprints were on there. Well, Phoenix, looks like those cameras were hidden all over the place, huh? What am I supposed to say to that evidence? I think this is the end. It's fairly obvious that Master on God learned of the suicide note through this. He was watching the victim all along. He got me good this time. I don't have anything to counter with that. Hey, now what's the lawyer thinking? Mommy? Is that man the bad killer guy? Shush, stop. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. The way he's sweating is just so, ew, nasty. Phoenix? Yes, Chief? Have you figured out what you're going to do next yet? What I'm going to do next? Is running away like a frightened child work? I know it seems like Mr. Edgeworth is very close to putting the lid on this case, but in his eagerness to prove his point, he forgot one very important thing. Well, what is it, Mia? There's a piece of evidence that he really should investigate. Something he should investigate. I'd really hate to see the good prosecutor get scolded for not remembering to look into the item when he had the chance. Why are you speaking in riddles all of a sudden? Oh god, what's the piece of evidence? Alright, I think it's time we finally understand anything. Objections, what is this piece of evidence that me is talking about? Oh god. Oh god, what is it? Is it the transmitter? I have an objection, Your Honor. That was about the weakest objection I've ever heard, Mr. Wright. Objection! There. Your Honor, the defense has no intention of letting this go so easily. You're beginning to sound desperate. That's just your imagination, Your Honor. Mr. Edgeworth, this is not like you at all. In your eagerness to prove your point, you've forgotten one very important thing. Hey, isn't that what I just said? So, you're telling me that I forgot something? You're so close, Mr. Edgeworth. But there's something you really should examine about this piece of evidence. Is it the transmitter? I think it's the it's gotta be the transmitter. It's not. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, I do believe some special examination is needed. She's not, but it is the defense's gray matter. Ah, god damn it, whoops! That's right, as I'd like to see you in my chambers. I think there are a few things we need to discuss. Yes, Your Honor. What is the evidence he was forgetting about? Okay, so it's not... What am I forgetting? Shit! The actual camera? The transmitter for 8 p.m. for 1 hour. Was running at the time of the murder. Okay, let's... Fuck. What am I missing? I hate this. I hate this so much. The card? Like, You are not good at reading guides. Oh my god. But the bear wouldn't... Oh my god. No! Oh my god! I'll just look it up myself. Oh my god. I don't even know what this case is, okay. I'm completely clueless as to what... Magic card. Try to walk through. Oh boy. This isn't the right one. What the fuck? Oh, it is still part 1, I guess. What? Okay. Oh, okay, I found it. I refuse to help you now. It's the no. I don't know how this is an overlooked thing. I don't understand it. But this is the right thing. That is Miss Impact's suicide note, right? Who knows? I mean, sure, this suicide note was found inside this bear. This bear was in my possession until only a few moments ago. Which means... the handwriting of the suicide note has yet to be analyzed. Oh. So, that's what it is. Okay. Hey, Kiyasu, how you doing? Sorry, I missed you saying hello. It says, oh, I missed you saying that. Oh, God. As to whether this pivotal piece of evidence is really written by Miss Impacts or not, I really am. I am. I'm the judge. That has yet to be even remotely confirmed. Mr. Wright, you can't seriously be suggesting... Mr. Wright, are you saying this suicide note is a fake? Miss Andrews, you were the one who tried to pin this murder on Mr. Ungard. Who is to say you didn't create a fake suicide note and put it into this bear? How dare you? So to take part in Toy Baron, I am. Oh, well, I hope you take a good rest, Your Honor. The defense is indiscriminately accusing the witness again. There's no evidence linking the witness to the suicide note whatsoever. But if this is fake, then the witness is the only person who could have made it. What? Recall the witness's testimony concerning this figurine. The only person other than the victim who could solve the puzzle is the witness herself. Ah! Miss Andrews, you wrote this note, didn't you? You wrote it so you could use it to frame Matt on guard. I did no such thing. Right. If you're going to pronounce this suicide note a fake, then show this court some evidence to support your theory. Mr. Edgeworth, you were the one who presented this scrap of paper as evidence. That means the burden of proof lies with you, the prosecution. Ugh. That's enough. Mr. Edgeworth, can you confirm the handwriting on this suicide note? Yes, it is as the defense has stated. The handwriting is yet to be analyzed. If that's the case, it seems that yet again we have reached a point where a verdict is impossible. That's impossible! This isn't good, Phoenix. The judge is going to carry this trial over one more day. I don't think Maya will physically be able to make it another day. I didn't want to do this, but I have no choice. But I do have choice. I request that both the prosecution and defense further investigate. How do I know this is my butt? That's just the lawyer trying to buy more time. And guard is guilty. Look, any idiot can tell you that. I think we've reached the end of the line. Guilty! 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 What does that sound? It's Gumshoe. Hello, Gumshoe? What is with him? What's with that sigh? Where's Maya? What happened to Killer? He got away. What? I'm sorry, pal. I really am. I don't know what to say besides I'm sorry. I wish there's some way to make it up to you. I really do. Anyway, what's going on? We found his hideout, pal. But the two of them were already gone. This is terrible. I'm going to keep looking for them, pal. Don't you worry. I just need a little more time. But don't tell me we don't have any more. Guilty. Got caller ID. She breathes burgers, Marion. Do you hear that? They're calling for his head. It's right. I can't. For us to come this far and... Oh! What is it? Let me talk to Mitch Edgeworth. I can't do that. That's right. Would you please get a hold of yourself? Yes, Your Honor. How about to end today's proceedings? You may take your phone calls after. Hold on, Your Honor. Edgeworth, catch! Mr. Edgeworth, please, you gotta buy us some more time. The court is in session. I'm sorry, Your Honor. You were saying? It's all right. This is a court of law. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but I am reluctant to do this. However, it appears that I have no more choice but to suspend proceedings until tomorrow. This time, I really can't do anything. Court is now adjourned for the day. There's our boy. Please wait, Your Honor. Edgeworth? I believe you Edgeworth caught it like that, of course he did. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I have to request another 30 minutes of Your Honor's time. For what purpose? We can perform the necessary tests on this piece of evidence in that time. But can you really obtain your results in 30 minutes? I believe we can, Your Honor. But wouldn't it be better if we adjourn for today and then reconvene tomorrow? 30 minutes, please, Your Honor. That's all I'm asking for. Please, Your Honor. Very well. At the prosecution's request, this court will now take a 30-minute recess. But be advised that I will not allow another recess today. I'm not sure if this is helping or hurting us. The court will now take its final recess of the day. Right. Well, what's going on with Maya's situation? The killer, it looks like he got away again. 30 minutes? We can't find her in that time. Ugh.
Report. Is that Mr. Edgeworth? Sir, we don't have time. Just spit it out. Right. It looks like we just missed them, sir. But the killer left a few things behind the accident and has rushed to get away.
A few things? Can we use any of them as evidence?
Ho ho ho! I thought you'd ask, pal. I've got the things he left with me right now, and I'm on my way over.
Really? That's odd. Any items like that are usually sent to the crime lab first.
We don't have time to wait for those guys, sir. When those guys weren't looking, I swiped the stuff and ran. What? Well, I'm not a detective anymore, so I had to. I'm really sorry, sir, but I've got to put the law on hold for now.
Sounds bad. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble over this.
I swiped him and ran. With my hunk of junk car, I say I'll be there in about 20 minutes, sir. Don't worry, I'll be there. Wait for me.
All right. Just get here in one piece.
I'm on a mission and no one can stop me now, sir. No one. I'm pulling out all the stops and running every red light.
Eyes left by the murderer, huh? Maybe there's something among them that will be decisive enough to end this. Oh god, Gumshoe's the crazy.
What was that? Hey, what's wrong? Detective Gumshoe, answer me. No one can stop me.
He got in a wreck! Oh god, Gumshoe, no!
What happened?
It sounded like he had an accident. I'm guessing his cell phone broke as well.
What was he thinking?
We've got to hurry and call for help. We have no idea where he is. His cell phone was broken and he wasn't driving a patrol car, so no radio either. Also, if we don't get those items before they do, the police will take possession of them.
No, we can't let that happen.
Well, if there's a way we can find out where he is, then we stand a chance.
Oh, why did Gumshoe have to get into an accident now? Is there any way to find out exactly where he is at this moment? There is a way.
That's right, there is a way.
What? How?
I'm sure we can find out where Detective Gumshoe is through this.
Oh, fuck. Oh, God, what? Oh, fuck, what do I use? Wait, what?
Is it this? The transceiver?
Profiles work too. You have the right screen.
Old bag?
Is it a... Wait, wait, what? What whole thing? What am I forgetting? Just hold on a sec. Friend. She put a tracker on him! Oh my god!
Just got a time like. Oh, I see. I'll try to get in contact with her. The chances are slim, but she's all we have.
I forgot she put a tracker on him.
Jessica, will she even want to help us? Edgeworth, what is it? I don't have any right to judge anyone ever again. I know my client is guilty. But what I'm doing now, I'm pinning the guilt onto someone totally innocent and using the evidence to do so. It might be my turn to say. Defense attorney Phoenix Wright chooses death. Right? It doesn't suit someone like you to cry useless tears.
I forgot about that, you're right.
Whether you did your job well or not, that can only be seen after the verdict has been decided. The verdict. Is Prosecutor Edgeworth here? Yes, bailiff. There's a phone call for you, sir. They said it was extremely urgent. Probably finished with the handwriting analysis. I have to go take this call. In the meantime, think hard about what it is you must do. To be continued.